In the heart of a bustling metropolis, where the skyline was a jagged rhythm of towering skyscrapers, there thrived a vibrant dichotomy of light and shadow. This city, teeming with life and pulsating with energy, was home to Blaze, a young and valiant superhero whose very essence was a testament to courage and determination. Clad in a suit that mirrored the fierce blaze of his powers, with patterns that danced like flames and hair as red as the setting sun, Blaze was a figurative beacon of hope amidst the chaos that often besieged the city. Unknown to many, the source of Blaze's strength and wisdom was his mentor, Dr. Inferno, a figure shrouded in as much mystery as brilliance. Dr. Inferno, once hailed as a paragon of scientific achievement, had become something else entirely. His attire, dark and foreboding, adorned with mechanical gadgets that hummed with a sinister energy, and his hair, streaked with red as if to mimic the fire he now wielded with malevolent intent, marked his transformation. The story of Blaze and Dr. Inferno was one of complexities and contradictions, of love turned to enmity. Blaze, in his youthful zeal, had always looked up to Dr. Inferno, not just as a grandfather, but as a beacon of ingenuity and intellect. Under Dr. Inferno's tutelage, Blaze had honed his abilities, learning to master the fiery essence that coursed through his veins. The city, their shared home, had flourished under their covert guardianship. Or so Blaze believed. The tranquility of their relationship, however, began to fracture as a series of mysterious and devastating attacks plagued the city. Buildings that once kissed the sky were reduced to smoldering ruins, and fear began to ripple through the heart of the community. Blaze, ever the protector, set out to quell the flames of destruction, but with each confrontation, a gnawing suspicion took root in his heart. The technology wielded by the assailants bore a striking resemblance to the inventions that once populated Dr. Inferno's laboratory, a sanctum of innovation turned mausoleum of their shared past. Confronted with this unsettling reality, Blaze sought answers, and the path led him inexorably to the doorstep of his mentor. The confrontation that ensued was as fiery as it was heart-wrenching. Dr. Inferno, with eyes that glinted with a sinister gleam, confessed to his deeds, his voice a blend of defiance and despair. The city they had both vowed to protect was now the stage for Dr. Inferno's grand design, a design that sought to bend the will of the populace through fear and manipulation. The revelation shattered the remnants of their bond, casting Blaze and Dr. Inferno as adversaries in a war that threatened to consume the city. Yet, as the battle lines were drawn, a deeper and more sinister truth began to emerge. Dr. Inferno, for all his machinations, was but a pawn in a larger game, a game orchestrated by a shadowy organization that sought to control the city from the shadows. Armed with this knowledge, Blaze was forced to reevaluate the narrative of villainy that had ensnared his grandfather. The realization that Dr. Inferno's descent into darkness was not of his own volition, but the result of a mind control device implanted by the organization, added layers of complexity to their feud. Blaze, with a renewed sense of purpose, embarked on a perilous journey to dismantle the organization and free his grandfather from their clutches. The climactic showdown between Blaze and the organization was a spectacle of light and shadow, a battle that raged through the streets and skies of the city. Blaze, wielding his powers with unprecedented mastery, clashed with the agents of darkness, his every move a testament to his resolve to save both the city and his grandfather. As the battle reached its zenith, Blaze found himself face to face with Dr. Inferno, the man who had once been his mentor, now a marionette of malevolence. The fight that ensued was more than a mere physical confrontation. It was a battle for Dr. Inferno's soul. With every strike and counter, Blaze sought to reach the man beneath the mind control, to rekindle the ember of goodness he knew still flickered within. In a moment that seemed to defy time itself, Blaze shattered the device controlling Dr. Inferno, freeing him from the organization's grasp. As the remnants of the device fell away, so too did the barriers that had divided grandfather and grandson. In the aftermath of their battle, amidst the ruins of conflict and the whispers of a city too long held in the grip of fear, Blaze and Dr. Inferno stood reunited, not as hero and villain, but as family. The journey that followed was one of healing and redemption. Together, Blaze and Dr. Inferno worked to rebuild the city, their efforts a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the unbreakable bonds of family. The scars of their feud remained, a reminder of the trials they had faced. But in their place grew something new, a partnership that melded the brilliance of Dr. Inferno's intellect with the fiery resolve of Blaze's heroism. As the city rose from the ashes, reborn in the light of their unity, the tale of Blaze and Dr. Inferno became a legend whispered in the winds that swept through the streets. It was a story of conflict and reconciliation, of darkness and light, and above all, the enduring power of love to conquer the greatest of divides. In the end, Blaze and Dr. Inferno stood not as hero and villain, but as beacons of hope for a world in need of heroes. Heroes who understood that the true meaning of heroism lay not in the battles fought in the light, but in the willingness to reach through the darkness and find the heart that beats beneath.